Hey Virgos, welcome back to my channel. You've hit Peony Lore, where we happen to help you find the beauty in all things. And this is going to serve for the Sun, Moon, and Rising sign of Virgo for the week of the 29th through February the 4th. So we're starting off the week with Virgo because you have moved into your moon sign energy here effective Saturday. So you're going to have the Virgo energy all through Sunday and of course Monday. And it is going to be a beautiful, beautiful week for most people, but that Virgo moon is bringing in the practical energy that most of us have needed for this past little bit of time. And so let's go ahead and jump into the details. We are going to give you your 7 cards for every single day of the week. We're going to tie in the actual astrology. Make sure you're looking at the dailies as I put the energy out for you to follow up with a little bit more. But we get a little bit more into the energy for what this is going to look like. Now, we're starting off here with the 285 hertz frequency, which all individuals can use, but Virgos especially. Optimal health and well-being is exactly what Virgo is asking us to do. So you're right on target because the Virgo 6th house energy has everything to do with perfection of service, but especially for yourself. So if you are a Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, you may very well need to experience the 285 hertz. Now, I will go into the back of the book afterwards and I will read for you a little bit more of the information about what 285 can do for you, any crystal suggestions and things of that nature. But let's go ahead and get started with your reading. We will use our regular deck here. We will pull in clarifiers where we need to, and of course some additional oracles to add some more information to it. All right, so Virgos, this entire week actually, even though the moon is going to shift positions into Libra and then into Sagittarius, is going to be supportive for you because of that practical energy that is first coming into play. So let's look at this first card. Monday's energy is the Star card. Tuesday's energy is the 3 of Pentacles, which is the grounding energy. And in case you didn't know it, Virgo, this technical energy that shows up with the 3 is Capricornian energy. So we will take a look at the Capricorn energy that pops out, followed with the 6 of Pentacles, which is Taurian energy. So far this is looking good. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're looking really, really positive as we're looking at the Star card, which is Aquarius energy. You know, the 3 of Pentacles is the beginning of the foundation for lots of different things that are going to start showing up in your world. And then we double that when we get to Wednesday's energy, which is the 6 of Pentacles. Now, we do have the 3 of Swords that shows up on Thursday. Let's take a look at what we have for Friday. Okay, and then we're going to go into Saturday and Sunday. King of Pentacles in the reverse position. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move these over here like this. Make sure we have enough space. King of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse. And the 3 of Swords. Let's take a card for Sunday. So we're going to do all the different variations of what this could mean for you from a basic tarot perspective, the astrology, and then of course we're going to clarify everything else that comes in with my guides for this week for our Virgos and Sunday. Yeah, I kind of felt it was going to be heavy, and so there we go. That doesn't necessarily mean anything is bad. What we have here at the bottom of the deck is Hermit energy. So Virgo, you've definitely come into your own reading this week again. If you are a Virgo moon, very especially. So the bottom of the deck here is the 2 of Wands. We're just going to move this over for some space so that we can get it and clarify. All right, let's look at this. What this energy is telling us here is that we have an opportunity, and I say we because I am a Virgo moon. We have the opportunity for these for this upcoming week to allow ourselves to move into a position where we are feeling comfortable about moving forward in a new direction. So the energy of the Star card on Monday is letting us know that there's some sort of healing potentially that we are still going through, and that we are trying to balance our emotions. And of course the Virgo moon energy specifically is going to help us figure out where it is that we're putting time, energy, and effort into what it is that we're trying to balance in those emotions. So the emotions could have something to do with a business. It could have something to do with that you're learning. And when we get to the Six of Pentacles energy here on the Wednesday, we're looking at trying to increase the balance. So this perfection of service that is Virgo in its own sense is asking you to figure out how much you're giving, how much you're receiving, what is balanced. When we get to this energy of Thursday and we have this Three of Swords energy, we have this interesting situation that pops up, because for me, what this is pulling is the energy of timing. Yes, it can mean that there's been some rough patches that you've been going through, but more so than anything else, I'm getting a lot of business energy that's out of this. We'll look at it from a romantical perspective as well. But when we get the Page of Pentacles in reverse next to the King of Pentacles in reverse, okay, this is letting us know that we may have to take a focal point on what's going on with business, our foundation of business, and maybe making some things shift a little bit more this week. I think you're already aware of this particular situation, because when we get back into your own personal energy by the end of this weekend, is what we're saying is that Virgos are going to be in a better position. So the reason why I like this is because Mercury and the energy of what's taking place within Aquarius from the perspective of the actual astrology is harmonious this week. Now on Monday, very specifically, we have this energy of where Uranus in Taurus is actually having this beautiful conversation with the Mars and Virgo energy. So that puts us right in the right momentum, especially in the afternoon on Monday, to know that if you're looking at making some changes, that's exactly what this is talking about. On Tuesday's energy, very specifically, specifically with Virgo, because the moon is going to shift out of it, but that doesn't mean that Virgo is left in the lurch. There's no technical main planets are in Virgo. It's all going to be fifth house energy. So a lot of this energy, like I said, is business related, but it's going to be business related based upon the foundations of what it is that you know you need to shift within your own family or your own household, because the fifth house of where you're going to be, meaning the transit for this week, is going to be all about what is taking place within the perfection of your home or the things that you are trying to bring into motion. So the fifth house has everything to do with your joy. It has everything to do with your family, your children, so to speak. And it also has things to do with how it is that you are trying to move in the energy of anything that is sparking creativity within you. So that's sort of what it is that we have going on. So the universe is asking you to move forward. There's something you want to be able to do. The universe is saying it might involve just a little bit more creativity. Now, when we get to the energy of Wednesday, right, and last week was crunchy, so when we get to the energy of Wednesday, we still have some main energies that are pushing towards us, like really, really heavily in Virgo. The one thing that I can tell you is going to show up for next week, and by the time we get to this Wednesday, Thursday energy, is that Virgo, the energy that's really going to affect a lot of us is going to have to do with the opposition of what's taking place. So our opposing planet is going to be that space between where many of us are finding this energy within Neptune and Pisces. And so as we're looking at those particular energies, even though there's some positive momentum, the Six of Pentacles that's coming in here talking about the balance of where some things are at is exactly sort of more where that Libra detail is coming in. Now, even though the Six of Pentacles is associated with Taurus, it does have things to do with finances. Of course, all of this really does for a business perspective. But even if it's a home-based business, or even if it is a different type of a project that you're trying to create, maybe a side hustle or a side gig, something of that nature, the universe is asking you to really put your money where your mouth is. And if something that you're doing right now, especially when we get to Thursday's energy, is not supporting that, we move a little bit more into the Swords energy on this Thursday. And this is definitely, it could be any air sign, right? But it is assigned to Libra. So the Three of Swords is Libra energy. There is something that you are going to have to realize from an investment perspective is going to need to shift. That's literally what this reading is telling me. And then, of course, you have time to think about it on your Friday, on your Saturday, where I'm not going to invest, what it is that I need to adjust. And even if you're personally feeling as though you have to reassess what's going on with your finances, that's fine. By the time you get to this energy on Sunday, when Mercury really starts talking to the energy of Aquarius. Mercury is your driven planet. Of course, you guys know that we are ruled by Mercury. By the time you get to this weekend, from a perfect perspective of what's going on in the astrology, the universe is saying you're going to get everything organized and back to where it is that you know that you need to potentially make some shifts. So I'm not upset about this. It's just giving us a break this week to realize. And even though this could be a relationship, it could be something that's been very, very uncomfortable, even with a child or somebody that's younger than you, or there could be, just be this comfortable, necessary investment that you have to make. You're doing it for the right reasons because it's practical in nature, because this allows everyone to move forward. So the perfect astrology is saying the same thing, and the tarot cards are saying the same thing as far as the potentials that are showing up for you this week. Now let's go ahead and clarify sort of what it is that we've got going on with this star card first. Let's find out what's going on with the star card first. So Aquarius energy, moving forward. Uranus has moved forward. Yep. You are going in the right direction, that Six of Swords. And this is what I'm saying. And again, if you follow me, you know that sideways cards are energy that you are already bringing into motion. The Tuesday energy is Libra. It's the Justice card in reverse. So something definitely needs to be adjusted with the foundational energy that's taking place for you. Again, the transit energy is the 5th house. So you have to take a look at all of those factors, but something is not quite right potentially. And we're going to be asked to balance that out. Let's get the 6 of Pentacles here for our Virgo. On Wednesday, yep, there's the 4 of Cups. So the 4 of Cups, beautiful, especially in the reverse position, is telling us that we have at least accepted a piece of information that is for our best and highest good. You're opening yourself up to this shift that needs to take place. And of course, this could have us in our feels a little bit when we get to this Libra energy of the 3 of Swords, but that's okay. If it doesn't fit, if it's not working in your favor, let it go. So we have to let something go this week, Virgo, and let's just see if we can get a clarifier on the 3 of Swords, this Libra energy that's taking place. Well, we have 2, and so we're going to take them both. Yep, there you are. So we've got the Hermit that shows up twice. This energy, this Ace of Swords, is kind of like a double-edged sword, guys, because you definitely know you need to make a decision. And again, when you have the Ace of Swords and it's an opportunity, and it's an opportunity for clarity, this is where you're going to find out what needs to take place for you. So Thursday could be a little bit of a crunchy day for you, but it doesn't have to be the worst day in the world. I think the biggest energy that's taking place is the square that's going to develop on Thursday, which is going to be the moon in Scorpio at that time, which is squaring Pluto in Aquarius. So this is going to be the day that some different things are going to sort of show up for themselves. By you going into this and using this Ace of Swords, again, it can be very stabby in energy, or you can really slow some things down with having to be very gentle in a conversation. Now, if you take the 3 and the 4, this is actually telling you to take a rest. You're in the right direction this week. Take a rest. Don't spend too much time, energy, and effort that you do not have this week on anything that's physical. And when you are in this position here with the 4 of Swords, it's telling you to actually rest. Take a rest this week. You can afford to do it. We have the 10 of Wands that shows up here, which is absolutely letting you know you're done with something 100% complete. You're done. And it's going to require you to rest to sort of recharge yourself. This King of Pentacles energy that we have technically is also earth and energy, which is talking to us about our Taurus energy. And so it's talking to us about what it is that's truly on our heart. This King of Pentacles, when it comes to this Sunday's energy, we have some transitions that are going to be taking place for all of my friends that celebrate Imbolc. We've got that going on. It's Groundhog's Day on Friday. It happens to be portal energy on the 2nd, which is actually that Friday as well. There's just a lot of energy that's taking place on that day. Not a lot of negativity per se, but Jupiter in Taurus on this particular day, Virgo, is going to have an opposition with that Scorpio moon energy. So it's letting those things come back up to the surface. And so it's not necessarily the best day, in my opinion, for doing investments or any other type of unnecessary spending is the way that I'm going to put it. Let's move forward. Yep. Three of Cups energy. I'm going to take this into a different level with a different deck, I think, because I am being told that for some of you, this could have some heavy relationship stuff that pops out of it. Yeah, and then we have the Knight of Swords that shows up here on the weekend. The Tower at the bottom of the clarifier here. I am going to pull in a separate deck. Let me just grab the one that I want here. Where are we going, universe? You're directing me to what? Oh, okay. So we're going to pull these little guys out here. Going to pull these little guys out. So this Knight of Swords energy that comes into play here by the time we're at this weekend is, it's indicating that we are not necessarily in the right frame, potentially, to be making any kind of major decisions. You do not have the juice. You're being asked to go back, hermit back up for yourself this weekend, and sort of relax and re-energize yourself. When Mercury goes into Aquarius, okay, it wants to go very, very quickly. And that's okay. But before you say anything, you might need to just realize you may not have all of the information that's on this particular day, and you may need to just kind of hold it, hold it close to the vest. Now, the King of Swords energy that we have here is pretty major. I think I said Knight earlier, but this is the King of Swords. When the King of Swords is in his reverse position, it's not necessarily beautiful. It's because we're not settled in some sort of a conversation that needs to take place. That is 100% Aquarius, and you have to pay attention to where you have Aquarius in your chart this week. But like I said, Mercury going into Aquarius will cause some people to need to slow the way the heck down. And the bottom of the deck, what we have there is the Tower in the reverse position. You just you just may not have the spoons this weekend. You may not have the energy to put anything into a decision, and it's because something potentially has riled you up. Now, this is what I'm going to focus on. I am going to do a deeper clarification here because we're duplicate energy, and whatever this is, it definitely involves you. So we have the Nine of Pentacles that comes up here. So this means that you're trying to get to a point of peace within where you're at, right? And so if this is where you're trying to be in your natural grounded state, content, you feel like you're ready to, you're trying to express to people that you're satisfied, you're whole in your energy, that you are being grounded, something is throwing you off. So what's throwing off our Virgo on this day? Ooh, lack of communication. Okay, Eight of Wands in reverse. That's not good. So there's definitely a slowdown for some people. And then we get into this Eight of Swords. So here's the deal. Whatever I think this is, this Ace of Swords energy that's coming towards you, you do have the opportunity to get yourself out of it, which is why you're taking a rest. Because this Eight of Swords energy is nothing but frustrations. It's things that you don't need to deal with. Double Eight energy here as well. We're going to take one more on this Ace of Swords, and then we're going to wrap this one up. And the reason I'm going into this from a relationship perspective is because it's required. We actually have two cards here. So look, that's a progressive energy. We go from the 8 to the 9. And at the bottom of the deck, then we have the High Priestess, which is also Mercury here. So in case you didn't know that, you are being asked on this particular day, especially when it comes to some sort of a conversation within these double threes that are showing up here, business or something that's going on with a moving forward, a forward momentum. Whatever this is, you're going to be able to get yourself out of it. It just means that this weekend you're going to need to take a little bit of a break. Now, of course, you have to know your personal chart, and you have to know where the other major planets are in the system here to really get a full picture. So make sure you're looking at your sun, your moon, and your rising. But this week, I'm telling you, although it's a perfect week, you're going in the right direction. By the time you get to this weekend, you're not going to have the right things to say to people, or you just may not have anything to say at all. And that sometimes saying nothing is better than, going off, right? I always say no is a full sentence. This might be the week that it shows it up. Okay, let's grab an energy card for our Virgo, because we have the Three of Cups in reverse. We have the Three of Pentacles, but we also have the Three of Wands. So this is the week for sure, where you're coming into an actual realization of what it is that you have to do in order to move forward. You're just not making the world know about your energy change this particular week, okay? Let's go into, so here's the deal. We're releasing ourselves from any internal deceit. And where things are out of balance with this yin-yang in the reverse position, you are absolutely needing to take a little bit of time. So Thursday could possibly be one of the crunchier days for you. These are main energies. The moon in Libra on this particular day, again, squaring the energy of what's taking place with Mercury, which is your ruling planet in Capricorn, potentially is telling you that you have to wake yourself up to a different way of balancing out what your pentacles. Your pentacles could be your physical body. Your pentacles could be your bank account. Your pentacles could be the resources that you are sharing within business, but it also can have things to do with other people in your family. So this is a physical reason for you to want to slow down this week, okay? All right, let's move into the numerology card for you this week and see what other numbers could be supportive for you, okay? I'm not mad about this. The universe is just pushing you into a direction so that you don't tear yourself up. We're giving you the heads up about where you might need to be. All right, let's grab our numerology for Virgo. And Virgo gets 2 cards. We have the number 8 again, the manifestation card, and we also have frequency, music. I love this. So the universe is saying you're going to need a little bit of time to recharge this particular week. And so the music potential is going to support you. Is there anything else you guys want me to share with them right now? Yes, we're going to give you an angel card. And the angel card that we're going to give you for this particular week is, before I go into this one here, joy and contentment. If you are not feeling joyful, if you are not feeling contented, especially when you get to this Thursday, you will at the end of the day. This is what the universe wants for you to do, Virgo. They want you to be joyful. They want you to be content. They want you to hold down who you are as a strong individual here, a grounded individual. And if it involves you not tying yourself up into this communication that comes up this week, this might be the week that you just, again, you're quiet. Nothing wrong with that at all. So I'm going to go ahead and just go into the back of the book here, and we're going to go into the frequency of, wrong book. I apologize. Here it is. 285 hertz is a frequency that sort of focuses in on resetting everything that's going on within your physical body. It does carry the frequency of 6, which is about balance. But the 285 hertz itself is letting you know that you got to get regrounded in some energies, right? My body is a temple. Optimal health and well-being are my priorities this week. And so when you're using the 285, it's to remind you that it's body, mind, and spirit, right? All of those things. Anything that's been going on, any high ideas that you have for moving forward is great. With all the activations that have been taking place from the previous week, you just might need time to integrate all of those different energies. This frequency will help you. So malachite crystal is really, really good to use. Rose quartz is going to be really, really good to use. Green calcite, purple fluorite, rhodonite, even a Vogel wand if you have it. Of course, a Merkaba crystal, shungite, and also hematite. And all of these crystals are used to enhance what's going on within your heart space, but also to give you a little bit of protection when you go in to hermit mode this week, because that's what you're going to need to be able to do by the time you get to the end of the weekend. It is important to listen to your body, and it's also the way that you know, Virgo, what's physically good for you so that you have the energy. So really that's sort of what it puts itself into. And if you're neglecting yourself, you need to make sure that you're in a quiet space, you're meditating, or you're taking something as a time out for the day to give you something to do. Peloton bike, go roller skating, go take a freaking walk or a bath or anything like that is going to help you to restore your frequency. Although I don't see it necessarily as a crazy week, again, if you are one that is like most of us and we're always constantly healing other people, you do not ever forget about yourself. So that is what I have for you, Virgo, this week. I hope that that's very supportive. Make sure you're looking at the dailies to help. Make sure you know where things are at in your own personal chart. And if you need support, go into the description box below. It'll take you to my website where you can purchase the crystals if you need them. You can book a healing session with me or even just a mini reading, whether it's astrology or tarot based. I'm very happy to help as many people as I can. Many blessings, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.